Google is holding its Made by Google event today, unveiling a slew of new hardware, including its latest generation of Pixel smartphones. Bloomberg senior tech editor Dana Warman is with us. What I see is prices going up and memory allocation coming down. Is that fair?
That's true, and at least Google was honest about it, really cited in its statement a, quote, severe memory shortage, which of course has been afflicting so many consumer tech companies. And the company pledged to out-engineer, essentially, the memory shortage. But that's where we are right now, higher prices and less memory with the starting models.
Okay, so we're showing the 11 lineup here. What is different, from prior generation? What has incrementally changed?
So things like performance, the durability. I think the most standout feature is something called Highlight on one of the higher end phones, which is essentially repurposing the camera flash as a notification indicator. So that could potentially be neat and useful for users. But a lot of the improvements are otherwise sort of quality of life things. This is not a flashy new design. The company is now in its third year of what is essentially the same design, and you might compare that with other companies. Apple, for instance, the new iPhone 18 series would be in its second year, according to our reporting. And other companies like Samsung have tried bolder designs with their foldables and other flagship phones this year.
Just real quick, there's some news in wearables where we get insulin resistance features, but let's be clear, this is not continuous glucose monitoring. What is it?
So this is, insulin resistance is a precursor to things like prediabetes and type 2 diabetes. And what Google is doing is using a combination of AI and other kinds of biometric sensing. And it's basically tracking physiological markers that it believes are indicators of insulin resistance. So it's using AI and these other sensors like skin temperature, heart-related sensors to paint a picture, an estimate of where your insulin resistance is. And if it senses shifts in that pattern, it sends the user a notification, at which point they can follow up with a doctor. But the company is really clear that it's not trying to offer medical diagnoses or advice.